now it's live again. I wonder if my signal bad normally in here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, but I'm not hooked into your Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, anyways, sorry guys. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Talking with Baby Cakes. I am here at That One Place Market, their new location down here on Ohio Street in Sedalia, Missouri.
And she's Baby Cakes.
And I'm the Baby Cakes. Jennifer. If you don't want to call me Baby Cakes, my name is Jennifer, and I am excited to be here. You can see all this beautiful stuff down here, all the way back to the entryway. There's all kinds of handmade goods, hand-painted furniture, refurbished, recycled, all kinds of great stuff. So come down here on Ohio Street, down to see Miss Laura at That One Place Market. Some of the upcoming things, April 18th, correct? Is the downtown spring event that Miss Laura is hosting down here. So if you're a crafter and are interested in an application, she has it posted at a lot of different places, so check it out there. Or if you're a shopper, love to have you come see us, because I'll be down here too for that. My next Talk and Talk here will be in April. I don't have the exact date, but go out on my events tab and it'll be out there. I'm not having any Talk and Talks in March. Am I talking too much? Sorry, I talk a lot. You know I ramble. You've watched me more than once, you know I ramble. All right, so today.
Do you want to tell them again, or tell them too? We also have a chocolate crawl going on downtown.
A chocolate crawl on the 15th. Yummy.
Come get some yummy homemade chocolates.
Homemade chocolate, those are the best. Oh, I'm excited.
Yes.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So what I have here is I have one of these old little ironing boards. See this? It's just an old one, little. It's got the little doodad thingies on the back, so you can set it up if you want to. You don't have to. And I just painted it black. So I painted it black, and I did put a poly-acrylic over it, just to help seal it a little bit. And then if I make any mistakes, as long as I put a poly-acrylic on it and I make a mistake, then the chalk paste will go ahead and come off easily for me. Again, I'm going to be using silkscreen stencils. Reusable silk screen stencils, if I could talk. And it is a mouthful. I'm going to be using these along with the different colors of chalk paste on these surfaces. Now, if you're using them on a porous surface, the chalk paste will not wash off. But if you use it on a porous surface, if you do it on a porous surface, the chalk paste won't wash off. Guys, I'm having some issues with words here.
It's been a long week. It's been
a really long week. My hope was to get out of work fairly early today, and that didn't happen. But that's okay. All right, so the whole premise behind the washable chalk paste is that if you've got one surface, say a chalkboard, and you want to switch out your designs, you can do that. All you have to do is wash off the design when you want to change it out. Now, if you put it on a porous surface, it is not going to wash off as easily. The other thing you want to do is if you're doing it on a chalkboard, and it is not a chalkboard made by the same company that makes these stencils, you want to go ahead and make sure that you prep it. And what I mean by prepping it is you want to put a little bit of like Minwax on it, let the Minwax dry, and then you want to buff it after 24 hours. And that will get it to where you won't see any ghosting when you try to take the design off. All right, so this I'm just going to do in very boring colors. It's painted black. I've got iced coffee and white, very boring colors. I'm going to do This House Has Endless Laughter, Love, and Laundry. And then I've got this is a Christmas Christmas stencil. So the fun thing is you do not have to just use one stencil for a specific design. You can mix and match your stencils however you want. So I am going to mix and match. I'm going to put the house up top here. So you see this house has endless laundry. So then I've got this little guy, and I'm going to just kind of put it in between there, which means I might want to move that up a little bit because you don't want too much blank space in there. Now what you saw me doing earlier with the stencil where I was kind of putting it on my clothes is that's called fuzzing. So when you're using a stencil and it hasn't been used very many times, you want to do what's called fuzzing it. And that gets some fuzz, it's called fuzzing, so it gets the fuzz, on the stencil to help it pull off of your surface a little bit easier. Especially if you're going to do a glass surface or a mirror or something like that, you definitely want the stencil to be fuzzed really well. All right, so these pastes have been sitting out in my car all day, and it's cold. I don't know where you're at. Let me know below. And let me know if you're dealing with this cold weather. But it's cold here. Of course, it was warmer today than it was yesterday, but still in the 30s. And you don't want to leave your paste out in cold weather like that. It could get dry and not good, which is why I'm putting some water in here, because you want your paste to be a nice yogurt-like consistency. So, and I'm actually going to do, when I do this, all the words are going to be one color. I'm not going to mix and match the colors a whole lot. Just because I think it's just going to be really nice with just one color. Sometimes simple is the best. Now, you've seen me do other ones where I use multitudes of colors. You've seen some of my finished products where I've used lots and lots of colors, and that's all fun. And that does take a little bit longer, but
like
I just...
blending.
Oh yes, blending. Or the ombre effect or anything like that. So what I could do is I could start with like a dark brown and then go to a lighter brown all the way down. When you do that though, you want to make sure you have another tub available to put your paste back into, because you don't want to put it back into the regular jar of paste because you have all those colors blended together. You can also take your paste and make your own colors. If there's a color that you want that is not readily available, you can go ahead and make your own by mixing them together like that. Now, if you saw, all I did was slap gobs of paste on my stencil, just gobs of it. And then you just squeegee it. It's just like screen printing. For any of you who have ever seen screen printing, that's basically all this is. And you just go through and you want to make sure you get this all over, all the silkscreen portion of it. Now whatever's left over on your squeegee, you go ahead and you put it right back in the jar. And you want to get as much of it off as possible, but you also don't want to let it sit too long and dry, because if it does dry, your paste dries on the stencil. When you're pulling it up, the paste will come off on the silkscreen portion of it, and you don't want that.
So I'm just coming to help you.
Oh, thanks. With some of the larger stencils, it's easier when you do have help, because sometimes they're harder to get off. So if you see just how quick and easy that was to put that design on right there, I'll show both of you. All right, and then this top one, this I'm just going to throw on the top. I had these stencils in my little pail with my bottle of water, and my bottle of water decided to go ahead and empty on me in the pail. So the backers are now all nice and neat.
Another thing that's cool with Jen now too is that you see that and you've seen the font on it. I've had some people come in here and they love the signs, but they want a different font or something like that. Well, She now has her own machine. She can do that.
I can make my own silkscreen stencils. So if you have something you want customized, just let me know. Come see Laura or come see me, and we can get you hooked up. And I just brought a bunch of new inventory in too, so after we're done with this live, I'm gonna get that all put in the system so it can get put out in the store. So when you come for the chocolate crawl, you can buy it. How cool would that be, guys?
All new stuff.
All the new stuff. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh cute. That is gonna be cute. And then just put this little guy in between them. And again, it's wet, so it's gonna be difficult for me to get off.
You have a clothesline or anything.
Yep. All right. Just gonna do that. That's kind of centered. Centered-ish. And I think I'm gonna do this white, but I'm gonna be a rebel here. I didn't bring any of my extra jars, but because I'm talented enough, I'm just gonna do it with my finger. See, you can even finger paint with this stuff. You don't have to be perfect.
And it's washable.
And it washes off. That's cool. If you see, I have my water bath over here, which I will be cleaning all my stencils off once we're all done. Get my towel, wash my hands, and voila, there you go. How fun is this?
Cute.
And I thought about adding some more stuff to it, but I don't think I will. But I wanted to show you real quick before we hop off of here. For those of you who are Club Couture members, this is your February. I had to remember what month we're in. February stencil. This would be cute. If you have a magnetic type chalkboard, like this one, so this is a magnetic chalkboard, you do it on this. And you see how this little O is? How cute would that be? Put a little magnet on the back of this, and then put and then with the magnet on this, you can change out the designs for the different seasons. And then you can go ahead and just magnet it on there, and voila, you can just change your magnet out.
That'd be cute with something like that. You could put a wire up across the top. They could use that as a door hanger. Absolutely.
You could do a door hanger. There's all kinds of different things. And you don't have to use this particular chalkboard. There's a lot of different magnetic chalkboards out there that you can do this with. These are my little chalk chips that I use. So yeah, there's just all kinds of different things. I've seen people where like somebody actually has like a nest with like some little robin eggs, maybe a sunflower. So even if you didn't want to chop something on these little chips, you could do other little design that you can just go ahead and put in there. If you are interested in this monthly Club Couture, hit me up below and I will get you all the information. All right, guys, I think, unless there's any questions, I think this is about it. And happy Friday. Hope you guys are going to have a great weekend, and I will check in with you guys next week. All right, bye, guys. You see it?
No.
Okay, I'm coming down to, oh, that's because of the little tissue. Okay, bye, guys.